Good morning, how's it going? Right then, today, solo mission number 2. It's Thursday, the 23rd of December. As you can see, still all Christmased up. Got my Christmas t-shirt on, got my little Santa's hat on. We're all ready for it today. Solo mission, all on my own, no crew out with me today. And back in Warrington, back on the Bridgewater Canal. So we're going to see what we can find today, just on our own. You never know. Hopefully, no more big surprises, but you never know what you're going to find in this place. Never know. So let's get on with it. Flaming started to rain already. I don't know. Right, anyway, so if you are new to my channel, or you're new to people actually magnet fishing, just a little insight into what it's all about. All we do is we've got really strong magnets on the end of a rope. We literally throw it into the water, drag it back and see what we actually find. It's like a potluck. It's like a lucky dip, as you say. And there's over maybe 600 people in the UK who are actually doing this. People do it for different reasons. Some people do it to raise a little bit of money for charities by weighing in the scrap metal that they find. Other people do it for mental issues, to get them out of the house. It's really like a stress reliever doing this. Such a brilliant hobby to actually get into. So that's really what magnet fishing's all about. It's cleaning the waterways, mental health issues, giving yourself something to do, take your mind off things, and really it's here to have fun. And this is what it's all about, just having a bit of fun, either with yourself or with groups as well. Right, so I'll just show you my magnet, what I use on a regular basis every time I come out. Now, magnets do actually come in different sizes, different strengths, different shapes, but the ones that I like to use are called a clamp magnet, which is a magnet that's got a clamp on it. Silly word, but yeah, it's got a clamp on it, and what we do is it magnetizes both sides. Now this is what I use. This is called the Extreme Beast by Online Magnets, and as you can see, big lump of metal, but it's actually one massive magnet. It magnetizes that side and magnetizes that side as well. Really nice strong rope that you always get as well, and it's easy. You just literally throw the magnets in the water and you see what you can find. Just let this gentleman go past there with his dog.
Morning.
All right, mate. Hello.
Come on, Monty. There's nothing there for you. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. There might be some sandwiches in that bag. And obviously you get to meet loads of people as well, up and down the canals, the ponds, lakes, wherever you do fancy doing it. Any water you can do this on. Ponds, lakes, rivers, reservoirs. I like to do canals because there's plenty of canals in the northwest of the United Kingdom, obviously where I'm based. Right then, so that's a little insight into what the magnet is. The clamp magnet. There is other types of magnets. You've got the ones called the dippers, which is a flat surface with the hook at the top, which you just literally dip down. And then there's the new type, which is your 360 degree magnets, which magnetizes all the way around. It's a circle, and they're quite really good magnets. They really are. But this is my preference, and this is called the Extreme Beast, but I like to call it the Drag Queen because that's what it's been named. All my magnets have got names. I know it's strange, but hey ho. Right, I'll do 3 first live chucks and I'll show you exactly what the magnet gets out of the water. So my very first chuck, random area on the Bridgewater Canal, and this is what I actually get on my very first chuck. So we've got one of these things which is called a mooring peg. Now these are used for the boats or the barges. When they pull up for the night time, they stick these in the ground and put the ropes through them. Now this is you get these all the time, you really do. And cracking little finds they are to get. Often what we do is we clean them up and we give them back to the people on the barges. When they come down and we speak to them, we'll say, there you go mate, can have one of them back. So that's a mooring peg, what they use to moor up the barges with. Then on the other side, we've got ourselves a little tiny screwdriver. See what I mean? You find absolutely everything in the canals. It's crazy. First chuck, a screwdriver and a mooring peg. And then also you'll find you get absolutely loads and loads of little tiny bits of metal. Absolutely battered with it is. And these are just random little pieces of metal. They could be absolutely anything whatsoever. But because the magnet's so strong, it literally just picks everything up as it goes past it. So all of that stuff goes into a little bin, gets taken home, gets thrown away in the general rubbish back at home. You've probably noticed that I have absolutely loads and loads of bins. I have different bins for different things that I'm finding. And I also have a bucket of water and a little brush in case you find something that's absolutely full of the silt and the mud out the canal. And what we do is we just give it a little clean over, then you can find out exactly what it is underneath all that mud. So anyway, chuck number 2. Chuck number 2 this time is just full of all metal pieces. Just random stuff, you've not got a clue what they are half the time, not a clue. But not every chuck you find something worth keeping. A lot of the time you will find just absolutely loads and loads of either little scrap metal or magnetic rocks as well. You seem to get a lot of as well. So what I tend to do is, if it's got a little bit of weight to it, I put it in a bag, save it all up, and then you can weigh that in. Chuck number 3. So chuck number 3 has come up with, now believe it or not, that doesn't look like much, but it's actually an old handle off the side of a carrying case, you know, a large chest of some kind. You can just make out there the handle of this part here, with the part at the top, and then the bit at the back is actually still part of the case or the actual chest or whatever it was that it was tied onto. So again, that has probably been in the water for, well, a long time. 40, 50, maybe 60 years that's been in the water for it to get to that state. On the other side of the magnet was a piece of old guttering. It's probably a bit of gutter off a house, actually. A rainwater gutter at the top, where your roof is. So that's probably what that is, because it's been finished off on both sides. It's not like it's been split and it used to be one solid pipe at one time. So again, and then we've got a couple of random bolts, as you can see there, a couple of little bolts on one side, and again, just little bits of metal on the other side. Okay then, so that's your 3 chucks that I've showed you of what you can actually get, just random things straight away, live chucks. I'll switch it back on as soon as I find something else, and right then, let's get on with it. So it looks like I've got part of a filler off a petrol can of some kind, really substantial petrol can anyway, whatever it is. It looks that way anyway, as you can see. Yeah. Looks fairly new as well, to be honest with you. Got my first knife of the day. Only a small little tiny knife. But again, you find these all the time in the canals. Okay, so I think it's a little outboard motor off a little remote control boat. by the look of it. It's fairly clean. God, it is. Doesn't look as though it's been in there that long. But yeah, it's just a little... Oh! Little outboard motor off a remote control thing. I think the propeller still moves. Yeah. Propeller still goes round. Looks like it's a little battery operated thing. That's all. But a couple of weeks back we actually got a full size one of these out. It took 4 of us to get out the canal when we was over near, where was we now? I think it was it Altrincham? I think, I'm not sure, but look back on a couple of the videos, you'll see we actually got a full size one of these out at the side of the canal. How it got there, God knows. It must have just got tipped off the back of a boat or something, or it's like you don't really miss one of them things on the back of your boat, do you? But anyway, so I've got the little kiddies version. Marvellous. And then you get things like this. We've not a clue what this could be. Not a clue. It's some kind of a trolley of some kind, because you've got an axle, and another axle there, and it's absolutely full of fishing line. There is. And you see all the fishing line there that's all wrapped round. So you get things like this out as well. Absolute rubbish. Something else we kind of find quite a lot along the canals is little hammers like that. Little it's what they use to knock the mooring pegs in with, and a lot of the time they get dropped into the side of the canal as well. So yeah, nice little probably what, a £2 hammer, lump hammer they call it. You've also got on that side there a little key. Don't know if you could see that there. Nice little tiny key. Some people actually collect the keys. And then in all of this lot is the derailleurs, or derailleurs I think they're called, off the back of a push bike that holds the chain on. You can just about make out the chain links in all of that lot there. But yeah, so it's probably a bike in here somewhere that's been dragged along the canal by the boats. So as you can see, you do find some really old items in here as well. This is actually a really old scooter. Little trike of some kind. And as you can see, this is probably from the 1970s, maybe. You can tell with the little brake that it's got here for the back wheel. But yeah, that's been in there a long time, that has. But again, a little bit of history. It was at one time, would have been a little nice toy for somebody, but it's been in the water a long time now. This is something that we do find quite regular in the canals. Old batteries, really old. SP2 Vidor, this one is. Johnson's, really old battery. Always good to get them out of the water. They just pollute water left, right and centre with all the mercury and stuff that's inside them and all the other nasty chemicals. Always good to get batteries out. How they end up in the water, like everything else, who knows. Another kind of a bend, I don't know if it's again off some more guttering or if it's an actual pipe, I'm not sure. But look at the size, see, look at that. See all the barnacles that are on it, it's been in the water that long. And another part of that thing what I found earlier on, could be a different one, could be the same, who knows. But oh, let's look at that there. You might just be able to see that little baby crayfish there, crawling along. Old bicycle lock. Again, that's been in there a long time. You can tell how it's gone all brown. You'll notice as well that all the little bits that I get off my magnet, I always put inside a bucket, and then from the bucket, I'll put it inside of one of my little white sacks that I've got. I do not leave anything at all along the side of the canal. You get a lot of dogs walking up and down with their owners, and it only takes one of these little pieces of metal to go inside the paws, and you know what I mean, it's not nice, it's not nice. So I always, you'll notice on every video that I do, I always put my rubbish in little buckets. Little tip for everybody that, if you go magnet fishing, take a bucket with you, take your rubbish away with you as well. Small tape measure. No name on it, whatsoever. Just a little tape measure. Random stuff into. Can't beat nice coffee and a double decker while you're out magnet fishing. Alright. And then you go and get something like that. This looks like it's a really old belt of something with the little shiny bits all the way around the edges, but just look at the pattern on that. Really old belt. Crazy. There's something nice. That's nice to me anyway. It's an old window latch. The handle off a window, probably off a sash window. There you can just see the detail there, how it curls round. And you've got the little part there that comes off it. At the back there, that's the part that would have been on the window itself. But I'm thinking that's probably come off an old sash window. That has. Lovely. So I've literally just moved across a couple of more meters this way. About another, say maybe 10 foot, 12 foot, 3 meters. First chuck in. Look at this thing here. My God. That is part of a railway track. A railway track section, as you can see. Now, I'll be honest with you. There's no railways round here, but this section, right in the middle that was. Got part of a lump hammer. There, you've got the lump hammer head, as you can see there. And then on the other side is, again, a nice little detailed off a window frame, an old window latch. That's lovely, that. As you can see, it's got the exact same detail along the edge there. So it's probably come off the same style of window, to be honest with you. So I found the bottom part of a really old fire, coal fire or a wood burning fire. You can see the shape of it there, and you can see it's got 4 feet on there. It's not a good cover. It's actually out, it is out of a kind of a wood burning stove inside of it, probably off a boat, off a barge. Cast iron. Really, really old pair of scissors. Look at them. Look at the handle on that one. They're not even straight at all. Don't know what they were ever used for. Because it's flat at the bottom there, and it's shaped like that. I'm presuming it was to cut some kind of cloth, or maybe leather at one point. But as you can see there, the shape of it. Yeah. Like them. Again, all history. These are without a doubt what I love getting. It's an old sash weight out of a sash window. What used to weight the windows when you slide them up. These go inside the frames on the inside, and you never see these, but these are always on the inside on some string. So when you lift the window up, the window stays up on the old sash windows. So that's what that is. Nice weight. That's my second one. Got another one there as well. Lovely. Can't beat them. Old pair of pliers, or snips, whatever you want to call them. Little tin snips there, pliers, don't know, whatever they are. Another one, another little lump hammer. As you can see, a wooden handled one this time. Again, fishing line wrapped around it. There we go. Lump hammer number 2. Another sash weight. They're getting bigger. You probably can't see it, but this is actually a glass cutter. This little thing here. It's all full of stuff at the other end there, but glass cutter. I don't know if you've noticed as well. If you want to do this hobby, be prepared to get dirty. Now that is pure old school roller skates. Look at them. They've even got the lace still at the front there, where you put your trainer inside. How mad's that? Look at the wheels. Yeah. I like stuff like that. Marvellous. That, hey, it's even got the strap on the back as well. Oh, hey, love it. Absolutely love it. Tell you what, I don't know how old they are, but that is proper old school roller skates. Love it. Mooring peg. Mooring peg. Mooring peg. Look at that one. That's an old school one. A little loop on top. Mooring peg. I bet I've had 7 of them up to now, at least. A file. Doesn't say who it's by, but a little file. Let me just show you this, what I've just got out with the Extreme Beast, the Drag Queen. It is really heavy. Okay, so this thing here, believe it or not, is a solid piece of steel. Let me just put my leg straight there on the tripod. There we go. This thing here, I swear, it must be at least 70 kilo, if not, no, it's more than that. Anyway, it's solid. It's 4" by 4" by what? 18, maybe 20 inches long. Pure steel, pure steel. Not got a clue what it was for. The Drag Queen, got that out, no problem at all. It's not concrete, it's actually steel. So, mental. Not sure what it was for, not a clue. Okay then, right, so this is it for today. I'm calling it a time now. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's just about to start getting a bit darker. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope my little solo mission was okay again for you today. We've had quite a few little bits and pieces. Scrap wise, had quite a lot. So I'm going to start clearing everything away now and see what we can do at the scrapyard. Again, what I'll do is I'll try and put the total in the top corner of what actually I've got today. I think I'll have quite a bit of money of today. Right then, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to tell all your friends, subscribe, press that like button, all that lot. Right, have a Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you before, have a Happy New Year.